Hello, 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 hello. Arawa Ajiskona. Assalamu alaikum, guys. Sorry. Nagen def si lole neka. Tuesday la nak. Normally we're not here on Tuesdays, but like you guys literally read a few days ago. Mangi bindane. I think it was yesterday or Saturday over the weekend. Mangi bindane. We're gonna have tickets giveaway. Hussein dafa nekk live on Aji's Corner. Joxe 10 tickets pour show yam bi on Saturday December 9 pour ngeen dem seetaani Hussein album launching bi. And again tamit he's gonna be talking about few little, we're gonna have a chit chat about the preparation, album launching be, what people are expecting on Saturday, or what should they expect on Saturday. So dañoo waxtaanaale tamit like a little chit chat. ñu joxe waale 10 tickets. So tickets yi nag Hussein would be the one to ask the questions. Monela like questions, again answer questions, and then you get to win the tickets. So I hope you guys are ready. Comme ni ma ko doon waxee rek, go and follow him on Instagram. Subscribe on his YouTube channel. He dropped a new video today. Level of video bi génn na tey. Dem leen ngeen Hussein, hold on, let me bring you in. Level of the song is dropped today, this afternoon. So go and share, comment, like, support your Gambian music, support your Gambian artists. Hussein is on Instagram. Go and support, go and follow. He is
Hey,
on
Adi.
Twitter. Hi, Hussein. How are you?
I'm good. What's up? What's going on?
I'm sick and you're tired, but we're both here
Yeah,
to
man.
sacrifice.
I've been out since morning, man. Like, I totally even forgot that we were supposed to be live tonight. It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
get it. I get
Yeah,
it.
but like, I give you my word, so like, I just had to do it, man. We just had to do it
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
because I know a lot of your followers who are anticipating it. So
Yeah.
we just gotta
Yeah.
give it to them.
I know. And this lot, yeah, they're waiting for the tickets. I am telling you, they're just waiting. I believe some of them are not even sleeping because they want to win a ticket.
Man, definitely. Y'all gonna win tickets. Like, y'all gonna win for real, for real.
Yeah, who said you're gonna make it easy for them, basically. Just
Yeah,
make it easy for
definitely,
them.
definitely. They're my people, man. I want them to be at the show, so definitely I have to go easy on them.
Just make sure that they don't cheat, because they cheated on what's it called, Uches. They got 11 tickets instead of 10. So I had to pay extra ticket.
Well. Let's say that will be up to you, though.
No, you know what? I gave out more tickets that by mistake. So I didn't know.
Oh, so you didn't even know it was up to 11 questions?
Yes. No, I didn't know.
Man, you need to get your calculator, like. Get a
Yeah.
You need to get a calculator for that.
Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna also have a chit chat about the concert on Saturday,
Okay.
like the preparation, what people are expecting.
Yeah, we can start with chit chatting about the concert.
Yeah, the album. Yeah.
People join us so we can continue with the questions and answers.
Yeah, so that many people won't miss the questioning. Hussein, like literally, we've been seeing Hussein on the internet. Like, to be honest, before we even go further, I would say recently Hussein is one of my favorite people. And what's he called again? Asubaba of Bright Stars. And I told Asubaba on Sunday, because I just randomly contacted him and said, you know what, I'm buying 5 tickets for your show. I said, the reason I'm buying the tickets, I said, I'm sorry to say this for the regardless, you guys are a team. I said, I like the fact that you lot, who said like, come manding kol konya di hada mayatale.
Yeah.
Danga am ite. All of you danga ite. Like, and that is how you win the heart of the people. And to be honest, man, if you ask me, I would say who say hada mayatale, because I tell people I'm very observant. I see Hussein supporting everywhere. I see Hussein on every other artist page. I see Hussein, like, sometimes when even post and tag you, you find that little time to even like it or comment. That means that you're which is as an artist, I think these are the little things that makes people love you more, but you guys don't notice. And to be honest, I'm so proud of you. Yeah,
because
definitely.
one thing about me, like, if somebody posts about me, the first thing that goes in my mind is that if I don't comment on this, if I don't like this, like, the person in general might feel like it's not, he or she is not appreciated.
Yeah.
Like, like, I always have those fears in me. Like if Aji happens to post about me, like for instance, you post my fly, and then I come across it, I didn't like it or I didn't comment. Like mostly I do comment, like because comment shows the person that you appreciate it. Like because I always tell myself if I don't comment on this, maybe Aji might felt like I didn't appreciate it. So that's why, like, I'm always very concerned with things like that. Maybe that's just the way I was built, like, you feel me? So normally when somebody posts about me, I always want to comment to show you that I really appreciate it. Because you could have just seen it and then just put a blind eye to it or put a deaf ear to it. But if you decide to share it so that other people that don't know me or other people that are not familiar with my stuff to know about me or start following my stuff, then I just need to be like appreciative about that because not everybody can do that. So I'm very concerned with stuff like that. So when somebody posts about me, I just want to show the person that I really appreciate the support. It means a lot to me because not everybody's gonna do that.
And who's there? Like, to be honest, like this is why I said then you should know that I'm very observant because most of the time I'm seeing things regardless of seeing and ignoring. But like it makes people proud to post it because if one feels like I'm a fan of Hussein, but each time I post something about Hussein and Hussein likes it, you know, like when you're a fan of someone who is a public figure, who is a celebrity, and they like your stuff, you're like, oh wow! Imagine you having to post something and like someone like Beyonce, let's say someone like Davido, all of these people like it, you be like, oh wow, even this person took note. Yeah, that's the feeling that we all of us do have, yeah, to be honest.
That's the
Like
same.
listen,
That's the same feeling. That's the same feeling. Like to be honest. So if somebody's posting about you, just show appreciation. It doesn't. It doesn't really reduce anything. It doesn't depreciate anything from you. Like it just helps you like keep that person for a longer time. Because not everybody supports you forever. Some people support you for quite a while, and then you do some certain things they don't like, then they stop supporting you. But when somebody's seeing that all the effort they've been putting into you, like sometimes I see people on TikTok that will always be posting about my stuff. I cannot help it. I did it to a fan last week. I saw this person always showing love in the comment section. They always say, "You're my favorite." I'm like, I need to reach out to this person and tell this person I really appreciate what you're doing because sometimes I'm like, not everybody's gonna do that.
Yeah. To be honest,
so these are little things that you do that will keep that person being your fan for a longer time because it shows that whatever I'm doing towards this guy, he really appreciates it. So like stuff like that, they're necessary.
And who said, do you know, like sometimes the fan loves the fact that you lot take notice of them. So I even took notice that if I post something regarding an artist and the artist wrote a comment, a fan would go under the artist's comment and tag you, so that you would take notice of them and respond to them. And which is of course the love that you lot would give back is what they literally appreciate. And I like that about you. And even a few days ago, I was telling someone who's an artist, I said, you know what? For some reason, Hussein is literally becoming one of my favorite artists. If you ask me, I don't have a favorite artist. And even if you ask me, I have 3 friends in the UK. But every time they would tell me, who's your favorite among us? I said, I don't have a favorite. Because I don't know how to express my feelings to all of them. To me, all of them are the same. And Gambian artists, all of you, even my artist, I told him, I said, I don't know if you're my favorite. But of recent, I told an artist, I said, I don't know why, but I grew to love Hussein. I think he is teaching people how to love him, if you know what I mean. So because you're giving every one of us, especially all of us, like if I message Hussein takes his time to say, hey Aji, blah blah blah. Even if it's gonna be a message, you send a voice message. To be honest, if I send you a message, I'm like, oops, he's gonna send a voice message. I know. I know if I send you a message, you send a voice message.
The reason why I always send voice messages because I don't know how to express everything I want to say in text message. So I'm like, let me make it easier for this person and just send a whole voice message so they can really understand what I'm talking about. So that's why most of the time when you send me a message, you definitely expect a voice note from me.
Oh, someone just wrote Omar Sanyang. He said he's a fan. Omar is also a fan of
Omar, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, he's been following me since 2016. So, and the funny thing is, somewhat,
man, come on, man. That's one of the real ones from day one.
Yeah.
Anybody out there listening to me since 2016? Because I look at my fans today. I would say I only have 30 or 40%
Yeah.
fans that have been listening to me from 2016
Yeah.
till date. You know, most of the people that are coming now maybe started listening to me back in 2019. You know, when I started making like major hit songs, like songs that are like really going to the provinces, the rural areas, because like normally songs that I had back in 2016, 17, 18, you know, only people in the town knew those songs. So if for somebody to be listening to me from 2016 to date, that's a real one, like for real.
Who said, you know what? One of my friends said recently, he said, I didn't get to know so many Gambian artists, even with Hussein Dada, but Aji made me know, like, you know, that Aji made me know them. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, bless you. And to be honest, sometimes I'm behind closed door and I'm talking to, like, to my artist, and I'm like, you know what? The artist that gives me an artist vibes in the Gambia is Hussein. And he's like, why do
Come
you
on,
say that?
man.
I said, like, when you see him, you see the artist figure. I said, it might be like he's always neat, he's always like on spot with his fashion. Like I'm do they kind of jai, but like I said, man, who said I'm very observant. And I believe ne, someone should represent what they do, if you know what I mean. If I
Yeah,
say
definitely.
if I said I'm a content creator, I'm a talk show host, you
I
expect
definitely need to. I need to put like I need to put something out there that will show anybody else
exactly,
out there that this is exactly what this guy is
exactly,
doing, even without talking to them. Like,
exactly.
yeah, so
So this is
it's important for anyone out there. You know, like me, I wouldn't call it as like becoming an artist or showing people. Like, you just need to love yourself as a human being. There are people out there that has never touched the mic, and these people, they're dressed better than me, they
yeah,
look better than me, because
yeah,
maybe in a sense, okay, even though they have more financial they're financially more stable than me, but it's because like they love themselves. Like, you just need to
yeah,
love yourself as a human being. Like, that's the only way I see it. Like, as a human being, you just need to love yourself. Like, you know, you don't need anybody to tell you that. You know, so that's the way I see it.
But also, to be honest, like, you're one Gambian artist that when someone sees you, they're like, that guy, like, you know what?
Yeah,
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
it's just there.
He
You
got the
glow
vibe.
as an artist. Hey, they're gonna be then call someone said yeah, go promote. I come be promote can. Violent
Now I
code.
think I'll what yeah, my promote there, but
No, but it's true. Like, to be
I'll take
honest,
it.
who
I'll
said?
take it.
You know, there's one thing about me, yeah. Even people that have been watching me for ages, yeah, talking about social issues, they know that this guy man them no like they were here. So
Yeah, definitely.
when I sit you here to tell you, it's not that I'm telling you because I want to tell you. If you've got an issue, I'll tell you. Who say, yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
you bula jambula. But to be honest, and I think, like, to be honest, you as an artist, I saw someone as watch your status a few minutes ago. You wrote someone that was saying you started from this point to that
yeah,
point.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, with the hard work and the determination, that's what I said from the beginning. You make people love you, because you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
you can teach people to love you and take you for who you are.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely,
uh,
especially for this year, you know, like with the way my music career was going last year,
yeah,
with the what like with the guy who was saying that it was last year, even though not many people know me for being certain type of person and stuff like that. But like, you will look at who said that last year and this year, you're gonna see a total different person. Like,
yeah,
you know, this guy, like right now, maybe he's in the best version of himself.
yeah,
You know, yeah. Even if I'm talking to people, they see that this guy, he's seeing a different stuff. Now, he's not with the negative stuff anymore. Like,
maturity kicked
yeah,
in.
he's way too much in a positive state to give negativity any space. Like, you know, so like you were saying, now it's about like how people gonna love him more. Like, you know, how you gonna connect people and show them the real you. Like, this is you. You know, like maybe some people might hear that, like, you know, like Kihamu Baba Kini, like show them the real you, like this is who you are. You know, a lot of people will have a different perspective when they get to know who you are. So that's who I am now. To show the people that there is a bigger space in the room for everyone to shine. It doesn't matter if you're artist or whatever it is that you are doing, but there is always enough space in the room for us all to shine and eat at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's why when you came to the hot seat, I asked you a few questions, and the way you answered the questions, I was like, this guy have grown. Like,
Yeah,
and you're
definitely,
one
man.
Yeah, you are one artist that I took notice that you're not sensitive, because if you know me, like, I'm annoying, and I love to tease people. I love to get. I think it's because I'm just little, if you know what I mean. So I love to get under people's skins, you know what I mean. So I just like teasing and annoying people, even when it comes to my friends. So you're one artist that I can post on my page and provoke, and it's not every Gambian artist that you can do that, because some people don't have
Yeah,
sense of humor, so they'll be thinking, oh, okay, Kilina Maneka. But you're one person that I know of recent, but I know I can post your picture all the time and disturb Hussein like I do with
yeah,
other
definitely.
artists.
That's
Yeah.
normal. Like that's just
Mhm.
Aji doing Aji stuff. Like you know, like even apart from the hot seat, Aji has her own things she's doing. So that's Aji doing her own stuff.
Fangal Batandi. Yeah, you know what? Like,
That,
it's just me. You just have to know that Mandamamuna Ton. A Ton mob is part of me. So if you want to get mad at me for Ton mob, you just have to. Who said
exactly.
just give us a little bit of the album. I think, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. The album Feelings is my favorite song. And to be honest, my artist said, who said hamu no that was stupid. He said, because oh nga si artist si song bobu no rek. I played that song. I think I am the one that put the views where it is. I played the song and played the song and played the song, and to the point that he was like, Dingo dok cassette with it. Dok on the cassette. Gavin, like feelings, Hussein. I'll
Yeah,
tell you again. You nailed that song. It's like you trying to bring unity. You trying to combine everything together,
yeah,
and not able to sing all, like, call all the names. But at the end of the day, you said you did send a shout out to everyone.
exactly.
Be it how they call it, the old artists, if you walk out,
New one.
the new ones that resent, the uplifting. It's like having like, because now right now we'll call you a big artist, because if you call in the 5 big artists in the Gambia, Hussein is not going to
Mhm.
be left out. So you
Yeah.
having to call all those people to say, hey, let's come under one umbrella, we can do this and work together. How did that song came about?
Well, like I always say, feelings came from criticism.
Mhm,
You know, I dropped the song like a single 2 weeks or 3 weeks before the album dropped.
mhm,
You know, so like the criticism that the song received, like it came with mixed reaction. You know, there
mhm.
were people that really liked the song. There were people that, like, were a little bit against it. But
Is
like
it?
for the first time, you will see that like criticism really got to me, like
Mhm,
in a very deep, like it really hit me very deep. For the
mhm,
first time, I've seen people talk about my music, and I really took it serious. You know, so
mhm,
like on that same day, I was just sitting. You know, there was no light. It was dark. You know, I was like, I want to work on the song. I didn't have
mhm,
an idea what song it was gonna be. You know, I just had in my head that I want to work on the song. I don't know for what song it was gonna be, but I just wanted to work on the song because the album at that point was done. You know,
mhm. Wow.
so feelings was never meant to be on the album anyway. The album
Mhm,
was done. So I was just sitting there. I was like, I want to work on a song. So that's when, since there was no light and I had no battery, I had to go to my car and then put a cable to my phone so I could charge my phone and then still listen to the beat when I'm writing the song. So that's
mhm,
when I started writing the song. Like, but then when I started writing the song, it was never meant to be about Gambian music. It was just meant to be about me addressing the fans about like they need to filter their words towards the
mhm,
way they treat artists on the internet, because sometimes these are things that give us that stress us. Sometimes, mentally it affects us and stuff like that. That
mhm,
was that, like, when I was starting to write the song, this was the whole idea. But as I kept writing the song, I kept realizing that the song was never meant to be like something like that. I could change this format and do something different, and it would still make sense. So
mhm,
that's when I started, because for the part that I started praising the fans, it wasn't supposed to be a praise 100%. I was going to do
mhm,
the praising, but I was going to address them. But I was like, nah, let me just take out this addressing issue. Now, let me just
mhm,
praise the fans, tell them how much they mean to us, before I even got to the artist. And when I got to the artist too as well, it was never meant to be that many. I just had like 10 or 9 artists in my head,
mhm,
and that was
mhm,
those artists were the first artists that I really
mhm,
mentioned. But like
mhm.
from the advice of my wife, she was like, "It's better for you to expand."
Oh, I
Yeah,
Musole,
yeah. She was
Musole.
the reason. She was the reason why I had to like really like add more and more and more to it, you know, because like she was like, you know, if you're doing a song like this, don't allow anybody else to
To
feel
feel
left
left
out.
out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's when I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. You know, even though I know till today there are artists that still will feel left out, and I'm really sorry about that because, like, you know, in your mind, and that's at that point in time, there was so many times that I had to go to the studio just to add more names. You know,
Wow.
but there were two names that I didn't mention that I really ended up regretting. Those are Aliu Badara from the Humanity Stars and the Bright Stars. These two people, you know, these two groups that I didn't mention, you know, that's one thing that like I would have to live with, you know, because you know if there was a time that I could just go edit the song and then add it, I would have done it without questioning. You know, but this was the way the song came. Like, you know, the song really came, you know, in a time that, you know, I was really in my feelings. You know, I was kind of hurt, like, you know, about
Oh,
with
wow.
what people were saying. You know, but then at the end of the day, I would like to say big thanks to those people because had it been for, if it wasn't for them, we would have never had a song like Feelings. And Feelings, to be honest with you, is like the engine of the whole album.
Yeah.
Yeah, because once you listen to Feelings, you're connected. Like you want to listen to the next one. You want to, you know, so it keeps you going throughout the whole album.
Hussein, like basically, what was this criticism or what bothered you that made you came with Feelings? Is it because before the album dropped or just after it dropped? I think it's in between. I can't remember when.
Yeah,
Literally, we had this controversy on the internet with Chobi Fee,
yeah,
the push and pull with artists, fans there, here and there.
yeah, yeah.
Of course, which I was included. So is that part of why you came with the idea, or there was something else going on with you as an
No,
artist?
no, not really. The reason why I really named every artist on it because like in situations like this, as an artist, you need to be like very you need to be smart up there.
To think with logic.
Yeah, you need to be smart up there because if you're uniting people, you don't put segregation towards it. Yeah, like it's like I wanna put peace between you and somebody else, but I'm sidelining one of y'all to show the other. You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
the reason why I need to put everybody in the same box to show everybody that at the end of the day, there's light everywhere for us all to shine. You know, and then the feeling is, I realized that most of the artists that we had in the past, you know, most of them feel like they haven't been given their flowers, and that's true. You know, if we look at it correctly, most of the artists here, they like we have never given them their flowers. The fans have never given. Like once their eras end, that's where their names stop. You know, that's where the legacy stops. That's where people don't talk about you no more. So like on a song like this, that will live on till we don't know. You feel me? So if they always have to go back to it, because I'll tell there is a couple of artists, you know, the OGs, they're really listening to the song. They had to call me and tell me, you know, yeah, like we know that you're doing your thing, but like for you to take your time to mention our name on the song, on the record, you know, it just makes us like really appreciate and love what you're
You
doing
gave
more.
respect where it's due.
Exactly, you feel me? So like to give everyone their flowers because all of these people that I've mentioned, they have really inspired me one way or the other. Others before I even became an artist, others when I'm an artist, and then you know, like everybody has a different impact in whatever I do. So that's the reason why I had to mention all of them, like all of these people, because there was this particular artist that called me. He's not part of the OGs. He's like more of the new generation. He was like, you know, when I listened to the song, you know, I was waiting for my name, but I wasn't actually looking for my name on the song because I could really understand if you don't put my name on it. But I was looking for Brain's name on the song. So when I listened to the whole song, I didn't hear his name, but I kept on going in the outro. So when I heard you said R.I.P. the legendary, that's when I knew, okay, now I'm good. You know, because if I didn't mention Brains on it, that would have been very unfair. You know, knowing how much of impact that guy had on any rapper, like any new generation rapper in the Gambia. Like he is one of the guys that we all were a big fan of. You know, we all at some point had Brains as our favorite rapper. Like at some point when I was in high school, and I can see most of the artists that I know today that I knew back then, we all had him as our favorite artist. So like I had to just put him on the record.
Hussein, that's really important. I think, like you said, feelings just boost up the album because
Yeah.
a day like today, let me use myself as an example. Having to be working with someone and I had the name. I Let me tell you, I played feelings, I played feelings to the point that I'm like, Sanyu, this is too much. And
Enough is enough.
someone who is a fan of an artist that you mentioned would love you for mentioning their artist and will play the song. And I don't know if you know the power. And this is if you ask me, this is the first time I don't know somebody else. I had a Gambian artist to sit down and said, "Let me write this." And your album too is the first time I'm saying me, Man Aji. I saw every Gambian artist singing because
Yeah.
I used to watch Senegalese artists. Hussein would drop a song, not even a new song, but one of Hussein's old song, and you're an artist and you sing Hussein's song. It does not make you less than an artist. But
Yeah.
like the pride and ego of Gambians, like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
support.
Yeah.
But when it comes to you, every artist I saw, even with your flyers, they're selling it. So which tells me that Hussein is growing rapidly, mashallah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think you are on the right path because at the end of the day, if you ask me, we spoke about this on the hot seat. I think that you having to get married added a lot.
Yeah.
It brought so much maturity, focus, and saying that, you know what, now I'm a responsible man. I'm not where I was. I need to change.
It just comes with a lot of light in your life. That's what I just see. I feel like marriage just comes with a light, because
Yeah.
you, in general, you don't plan this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff, they just come like they just
Mm-hmm.
come. It's not like Hussein that I have ever sat down. Like, I've never had a conversation with myself that, these are the things I want to do in the future and stuff like. But I would just sit down and this stuff would come. And one thing you're talking about the album, that feeling song. Normally when albums are coming, people that don't really like your songs
Yeah.
will always find, okay, let's go and listen to the album so we can criticize him.
Yeah.
Most of the time this happens. Like, people are like, okay, all right, well, they say, drop, there's a drop it, they let it go, Rus. But like, you just tune in the album. That's why I'm very happy that I really made Feelings the first song on the album. Yeah, because once you start listening to Feelings, okay, you want to roast this guy. To be honest, that was your intention. Like, you really want to roast this guy. You cannot wait for you to listen to the album, for you to go give it a bad review and say,
Yeah.
man, this guy is trash. But then you listen to Feelings, you're like, man,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. Like, you feel me? I wasn't
It
really
just kills your
expecting.
spirit.
Exactly. So now, instead of you trying to roast him, you definitely want to go out there and talk about Felix. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I know a lot of people that used to roast me, but like the day the album dropped, to be
Yeah.
honest, all these guys on their status, and on Twitter, they were really giving good credit to the album, and all thanks to the Feeling song. Because they're like, you cannot, it's unimaginable. Like, you cannot sit down and think like, okay, anybody else out there could do a record like that.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
it takes a whole lot of things for you to put your ego in the being, like the whole of it. Because in a song, for you to even mention an artist in a song and give him praise means a lot to some other artists. Like, they feel too big to do that. Because you're like, "Ah, man, once I mention this guy, they're gonna feel some type of." You understand what I mean? But for like you to put all of that aside, you understand what I mean? Like, it means a lot. Like, it really means a lot.
If you look at when I shared the video, I said, whoever advised Hussein to come with this gave you the best advice, not knowing the wifey is behind. Like, but this is why I'm proud of women. Like,
Yeah.
no, fulu ba karek am ko loxo ñoko ci ko ñun hay underestimate every time who said we wanted to know, like, before we get into the thing, I wanted us to talk about the
Yeah.
album a little bit. We wanted to know, like, yo, as an artist who sat down and write the album, if you wrote the whole album basically,
Yeah.
which song was your most difficult song to work with, to work on, to produce, to release? Like, what's the hardest song on that album?
Hardest song. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, none of the songs really gave me a difficulty. But I'm just gonna put it in a place that like the song that we really put in more effort towards would be, man, right now in my head, maybe I'll just say feelings. Like, because you know why I say feelings? Feelings is the only song on the album that we kept recording for like 3 to 4 days, due to the fact that I need to put in names of artists, and then feel like I need to put more, and then I'll go to the studio and add more, and then I'll go back to the studio and add more, and then I'll go to the studio and add more, and then I'll go to the studio to add on the outro too as well. Because even for the Jaliba part, when I was when I did the song the first time, I only put Jaliba. There was nothing like Kuyate on the song. Even my boy was like, "You need to put Kuyate." I was like, "Nah, man. If they heard Jaliba, everybody would know it's Jaliba Kuyate." But like for it to really make sense that like you're actually talking about him, that Kuyate there, like after all, I realized that it makes sense for it to be on the song. So I would say feelings was the one that really gave me more tough time, because I had to go in and out the studio, keep adding words and names to it.
Who's a Lola? I'm not sort of time. So basically, we wanted to know, like, on that whole album, which one is your favorite song? That you would listen and listen to again.
It's a tough one, but like to be honest with you, yeah, Level Up, that's my
Oh,
favorite song on the album.
how did I know that you were gonna say Level Up? Nah, I knew you were gonna say that song.
Yeah, because Level Up, you look at Level Up, like Level Up is something that not just me, but Level Up, like it has happened to all of us. You sit and think about all the things, all the doubters, all the people that like have been obstacles, or like everything that you face, like in your journey to where you are. That's why on the video I had to bring my real life story in the video, because I used to work at the bet station before I even became an artist or whatever. I used to work there.
What's bet station? Is it the veterinary?
Like a betting station, like
bet. Oh, okay.
Yeah, betting station, like, and it was that same. If you watch the video, I used to work for that same company, but on a different name, because it used to be just winners. There was nothing like B on it, but now they have the B on it, so now it is B winners. It's B winners instead of winners. So I used to work there back in 2015, and I was working there for like 6 months or maybe 7 months before the government, because the government at some point they really shut down the whole betting system in Gambia. If you can remember, like back in 2016, yeah, I think 2015, 2015, I think 2015. Yeah, so that's why on the Level video, I had to bring that part of me, for people that knew about it. They were like, "Oh man, when we saw this, it brought us a lot of memories from them days and stuff like that." So Level, I'll say that's my favorite song on the album for now. Not like forever. For now, it is my favorite song on the album for now.
Hussein, it seems like you're like me. I can have a favorite something this minute. Ask me next minute. It's not my favorite anymore.
That's me right there. That's me right there. To be honest.
Hussein, like basically, we know that if you don't know, Hussein is launching his album this Saturday. Be at Q City and be on time. Hussein, can you tell us the preparations, like what you and your team are doing behind closed doors, behind the scene, and tell us how difficult and how easy it is for you as an artist to come up with an album launching? Because if you ask me, it's one of the most difficult things that business, I can relate, to be honest.
Thank God.
Having to work with you lot.
Thank God you said difficult, because I was just about to like say that this is the most difficult thing ever, because you know why? Number one, you put in a lot of all your effort, all your energy goes into this. That's number one. Number two, you don't know what the outcome is going to be like, number two. Number three, like your mind is not steady, like you're thinking a lot, you sleep less, and work more, because like all this day is for like, let's say 5 days in a row. I wake up in the morning, first thing I do, I do what I gotta do at home, and then I'm outside till night. And everything I'm doing is towards the show. Because Gambia, you cannot live it in the hands of people. Like you have to do it yourself if you want it to be a success at the end of the day. So I believe if you can survive in Gambia as an artist, you can survive anywhere. Because I don't believe that there is any other industry in the world that's as difficult as Gambia, where you, the artist, have to do everything on your own.
Yes, he said the same thing
Yeah.
on his outfit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but it's the truth. Like, it's the truth. Like, if we're being realistic here, like, you will know that, like, Gambia has the most difficult music industry in the world because, like, here you have limited resources to internet. Like, I mean, the people that listen to you, the spectators, you know, they have limited resources to work to the internet. Like, and then with that, you will see like the way your views go up. Like, so you, as the artist, you have to keep promoting your stuff like every day for if you want everybody else to know it, like, you know. So Gambia is very difficult. Like, you know, we put in a whole lot of energy, you know, and then you won't see much sponsors coming your way. Like, so that means that you, even financially, it's you. Like, you need to. So it's crazy. But Alhamdulillah, at the end of the day, we still keep pushing, and we hoping that everything that we facing today, the next generation, you know, they will not face it. You know, so when they're coming, they will have to find it more easier. Companies will come, investors will come, but then, you know, we working to see that like the next generation will really benefit a lot than us.
Hussein, what you said, you just mentioned something that is really important, like sponsors. How easy or how difficult is it for you lot to get sponsors to watch big shows like this? Because I think right now, the industry, companies should give attention to the industry, or at least give us, do you guys, a little bit attention, knowing to know that, okay, you know what, Uzair's got a soul. If I invest in this, at least it will bring me something, or I can sell myself in this. So did you find it difficult to get sponsors, or
Well,
did
it's
you get
one
any?
simple thing. It's one simple thing. Like, Gambians don't prioritize Gambians, and that has been the problem for a long time. Like if we start prioritizing, like, you know, ourselves, I think it will make it a lot easier because, like, you go to a sponsor with your letter, your sponsorship letter. Number one thing I think the sponsors think about is like, what can this guy do for me? Because to be honest with you,
What
they
can you
don't
bring on
really.
the table,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah. To be honest with you, I don't feel like they really think that we can bring anything on the table. Like, I been in their
But
own, like, yeah, in their own thinking, I don't really feel like they really think that we can really bring anything on the table because, like, if you're having a conversation with them, you can tell from the body language, from the way they speak, that they don't really care about like why you were there. To be honest, you know, they that to in reality, like, to be realistic, I see it more like, okay, maybe he's just here to beg or something like that. Like, this guy cannot do anything for my company. Like, this is how I see it in most cases. You know, but if we don't prioritize what we have, do you think anyone else is gonna do it for us? They're not gonna do it
no.
for us. So this is a big problem for us. You know, most of the time you go there, they give you their word, and then when the time comes, it's either they do nothing or they do 5% of what they tell you they're
Like they
gonna
don't
do.
go all out.
Yeah, well, exactly. So this are major issues in the industry, and I'm just hoping that change will come someday. Because for people like me, like, I'd rather just struggle with my show than go belittle myself. You
Yeah.
know, because Monday tell like this more about, like, you know, even if I sit with people and then I'm seeing that the way this person is talking to me is not adding up, like, you know, I just feel like I'm not needed in the room. I'll just take my leave, and I'll never call them. I'll, you know, several times it has happened to me a lot of times. The people that I will sit with, and I see that like this person don't really know the value of the person sitting here. So I'm not gonna waste my time to come here again. Even if you tell me to, I won't do it. Like, so, you know, there needs to be a lot of change towards things like, because I've seen a whole lot of bunch of international artists coming to Gambia and they get sponsors. Why? What's the
Yeah.
difference? You know, what can they do that we cannot do? We fill up venues that international artists can only dream of, like, you
True.
feel me?
Yep.
So there is no difference. The only difference is that they are known globally and we are known locally. So that's the only difference. But other than that, when it comes to venues, filling up venues, we fill up venues more than them in here. So if you were to give sponsors, I believe we're the ones, because we are here. We're gonna spend the money here. The money is gonna be here. So why are you giving it to people that's gonna go with it? It's crazy, you know. So
Jose, what you said is really important. This is why I like to have a chit chat with you lot, because I don't know how, but I find a way to make you guys like express your feelings. And to be honest, it's not something that is written. I literally put the camera on and have a conversation with you guys, because I just feel like it's important to pinpoint some important facts and issues that you lot are going through as an artist. Then, like right now, I would say I'm so proud of Gambians, because many Gambians are supporting Gam music now, because having to compare now and then, like seriously, we're putting more effort. And I think people should also, like companies, agencies, or whatever it is, even charity organizations should come and say, you know what, let them get to key and support them a little bit. Hussein, like you as an artist, we're wondering, how is Hussein feeling knowing that Saturday you have a big show? Is Hussein, you're gonna be on stage? Like, take us through the feeling, the anxiety.
It's a bittersweet feeling. You know, 1 minute you're like very excited, happy. Other you're very nervous. You know, like you feel me? Because I said it before. You don't know what the outcome is gonna be like. You know, but like towards the way you see the way people, like when you are outside, inside, on the internet, the way you see people talk about it, you really know that like your work, like you as an artist, the work you were supposed to do has been done. Now it's up to the people whether they like really gonna come out. But like you as the artist, with the way the love they show to you out there, to be honest, you will know that 2023, you Hussein Dada, you've really done a lot musically. You've really done a lot musically, and like let's put music aside. Even like in as a human being, you have done a lot throughout the whole of 2023. So like sometimes that gives me joy, like gives me a whole lot of joy to know that a lot of people out there appreciating and seeing what I'm doing, and then they're not putting a deaf ear or a blind eye to it. So and you said one thing about the fans. If the way the fans are supporting Gambian music right now is the way companies are supporting Gambian music, wallahi, right now we would have all been very rich right now, because the fans, you've seen how many fans come into the shows now.
Definitely.
The numbers are ridiculous. It's crazy. So the fans, that's why when I praise them on that feeling song, they deserve it. Like, let them know that they're the reason, because here the only way we make money, like, is shows. And who are coming to the shows? The fans. So I don't have I don't have a word to say to them, because all I can say is just a big thanks. Like, they do a lot. Like, they showing us love. They playing our music on the streets, the clubs, like, you feel me? So the fans, they're doing a whole lot for us. So if companies are doing exactly what the fans are doing, bro, you would have seen artists with Maseratis and Ferraris and stuff like that. We just be cruising with it.
We've been like
But I give
leaning
them
back.
a day that Gambians too will enjoy, like, we will reap that benefit, inshallah. One way or the other, slowly but surely.
Who said that is really important? And to be honest, I know like Gambians are really supporting Gam music through my platform. To be honest, it grows every day, because Gambian artists are
exactly.
coming. To be honest, and it makes me go to bed knowing that it's a good feeling that I have all these people, male, female, coming out to be on this platform because of Gambian artists, and it makes me want to do more with you lot daily and every day, because I
I think
also
right
have
now,
to feed.
I think right now you have the biggest online platform that, like,
Definitely.
interviews with artists. I've never seen anything like that. And like I always tell you, man, like, just keep doing, like, in whatever you do, people always have two views. Like, you will have people that like what you're doing. You will always have people that dislike. But like, one thing I can tell you is, like, you always have more people liking it than more people disliking it. So should you pay attention to the minor or the majority? So you feel me? So always put this on a scale. If the people that are hating are more, then there's something wrong. But if the people that are hating are lesser, then like, you just doing what you got to do at the end of the day.
Who said what you said is really important. And to be honest, I will have to say thank you to you, because there were difficult moments, and I listened to you on Instagram live giving me sad house and said, hey, you know what, let's support her regardless, she's doing her job, blah blah. And you know what, that day I was just sitting down And having to hear that from an artist, I said, bloody hell. Like, it just lift up my spirit. It's just like you just ignite my spirit and to say, hey, do you know what? Toughen up, you can do this. And to be honest, a Gambian artist who is Big C, Ibrahim C, just spoke to me about my platform and said, hey, I've been watching you since 2016.
Man, that guy is incredible, man. That guy is so supportive.
Trust me, he came up with the hot seat. He came up with Gam music on my platform.
You know, sometimes I feel shy. You know, people like someone promotes you till you feel shy. Like, you know, like you can tell that guy has nothing here. Like, you feel me? Yeah, he has nothing in there. No dirt, no nothing. It's just light, love, peace. Every time I speak to him, you know, I see that this guy is like, man, this guy's amazing, man. Shout out to him, man. I even met his brother like 2 days at the Bright Star show. I met his bro. I was like, man, you know, your bro, you know, he's just something else, man.
I will tell you one thing about that guy, yeah. Because I was doing social issues, everyone that knows my platform, since from a big platform to create this one. And every time it is difficult, he sends me a message and said, hey, you know what? I trusted you to come to you to bring Gam music to your platform. And you know what? There was a day that I was called out and I was insulted. He picked his phone early in the morning. I said, Aji, if I hear you say a word, if I hear you respond, he said, don't you ever call my number again. And this is what I have to say. And he said, I'm going to work and I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to see something written about it. And I was like, okay, my boss has spoken. We move. And again, thank you very much for being here. And I will say thank you very much to all Gambian artists, because every time my show is booked, pre-booked for 2 months, 3 months, and you lot would still have the patience and would give up on me. And every time I'm calling you guys, especially you, even if I send a message and said, hey Hussain, hey Mr. Hussain, you respond to no, hey, you know what? How don't you just get down, because mommy will get the effort, then you fake a
definitely.
Yeah, which I really appreciate. And Hussain, like, tell us the fashion, because I love fashion. If I don't talk about the fashion, yeah, nothing would happen. So Hussain, tell us, like, what is Aji? I'm not talking about this one. What is Aji expecting? Because I want to see pictures. Tell me the fashion.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, but even in my team, on like people on my team, they were like, you know, you like with your stuff last year, man, you kind of disappointed us. Like, you just came on stage like looking like anything, bro. I'm like, you know, last year my head was stuffed. Like, so those weren't even things I was painted. Like, to them, they're seeing a fault in it, but me, I was like, man, I just came on stage just like the same way. But like, I could tell, I could take an L for that. You know, last year the outfits I had on, like the fashion was weak. Like, it was really weak. Like, but I would take an L for that one. But this year, yeah, I'm not taking an L for this year. Nah, man.
Definitely, you know what?
Someone
just said, Aji fashion, like, fashion is my business, and I love fashion. Like, and I love when an artist is an artist. You know what I mean? Like, give us fashion, give it to us. Hussain, like, to be honest, man, I'm not watching the show because I'm watching or listening to Hussain. I'm watching to see what outfit is this guy giving me.
What is happening? You know, what is he rocking?
Like, what you bringing? Is the spice? Spice it up.
That's true though. But like, I'm not gonna talk about, because like, I'm not gonna say anything about it. I want it to just be a surprise. When you see, like, oh my God, man, I knew I was expecting he's gonna look fired, but hey, this dude went extra mile with this one, like something like that. Some kind of like that. But if I want you to be honest with me. If you're disappointed as well on what I'm rocking, tell me, bro. I was expecting fire, but you gave me cold water. Like,
Hussain, like, you should know that Aji is Aji. I tell you, like, man, you have to take me how I am or just leave it, because I'm just a straight shooter. And when I'm angry, I say, when I'm pissed, I say. So you remember when you came to the hot seat and I said, oh, I heard you did this with the award, and you said, yes, I did. I don't know who said it. And I said, how rude, because I said, who said how rude? So to be honest, like, I am not expecting anything less than good fashion from Hussain. Like I said, I saw an upgrade over 1 year. And like, fashion is gonna be part of it. And I am telling you, whatever you do Saturday, even when you're wearing that outfit, think about, hey, Aji is watching.
Aji's on the corner.
Aji's on the corner. I'm on my corner. I've got my eyes on you.
Now, before I get on stage, I'll have to ask how many people, like, man, y'all really have to make me feel like I'm looking super dope. Tomorrow, I don't want to come online and
Yeah.
see IG roasting my fashion, man. I don't
And
want
people
that.
are watching. You know what? The Gambians here, many of us, we're petty in a good way. You will see people tagging me at this corner. Did you see what he's wearing? Who said that brings us to the end of the chit chat, and then we
Yeah.
start giving out the ticket. Tell us, like, before wrapping up the chit chat, like, what do you have more to say about the album? Look at them, they're laughing because they know I know them. What more do you have to say about the album, or what do you want to just say to the people? To be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
If like, I understand you as an artist having the anxieties for Saturday, and if I were in your shoes, I would have feel the same. But let me tell you, Saturday, who said Gambians would surprise you, because I am going to bet every day having this feeling that it's gonna be late, and it's gonna be one of the most amazing shows of 2023, and I promise you that, because I'm sure Gambians will come out to support. So if you have something to say to Gambians regarding the album, the show, or any other thing regarding your music, you can just throw it at
Yeah,
them.
definitely. One thing I like to put out there is that, like, me as an artist, I feel like this is the best of me. Like, if
Oh,
you're ever gonna put, yeah, if you're ever gonna put, if you're ever gonna rate Hussein from 2016 musically, I'm not even talking about like him being a human being or whatever. Like musically, you look at Hussein's music and the growth of it. 2021 was the best year before 2023. You know, 2021 was like the very best year for Hussein Dada musically, because in 2021, that's when Hussein Dada had the Larry Alice. That's when he had the That's when he had the Katrina, Namira, Bad Boy. Dada. Like the whole album in general for that year was great. Like, so 2022 coming into that with the controversies and all of that with the album, you will really tell that 2021 was better than 2022. Even though I had two of my biggest songs in 2022, which is Daranga Yap and Tanatela. Those are my very biggest songs ever. But you can tell, you put the album together. Number one, Bad Boy that I had 12 songs, and the Chosen One had 8 songs. So only that can tell you the difference. So Bad Boy Dada 2021 was better than 2022, the Chosen One. That's 100%. But even before I dropped the Chosen One, the international local, like months, 3 months ago, even when I didn't have feelings on it, I always tell my wife and anyone around me that international local is a much better album than Bad Boy Dada and the Chosen One combined. I always tell people that. So musically, when the album came out, people knew that this guy wasn't just gassing the album, but he was spitting facts. So this album right here, like it was appreciated by everyone, not just people that even listen to Gambian music. People that don't even listen to Gambian music appreciate the level of growth in that album called International Local, because it talks about every Gambian youth and what we go through from when we were kids to when we are growing up. You know, to where situations differ. Like, we're different human beings and we have different situations and stuff like that. So this international local album, it really shines above any other project or any other songs that I've been doing in the past. So I'd just like to say I'm really proud of myself, like, you know, coming with something like this. And I want to say a big thanks to my fans, because without their support and my team, my wife, my family, everybody else out there that really like played a role, you know, towards this amazing project that we're about to do a concert for on Saturday, inshallah. So I'd like to say a big thanks to all these people out there, and like to give credit to myself as well, you know, and the producers, stylists, you know, and the sound engineers, you know, to everybody, the artists that were on the album, the artists that weren't on the album but still were promoting the album. So like, you know, this is a good year for Gambian music. It's not just a great work for just Hussein Dada, but for Gambian music, because you can play this album anywhere in the world and people will point out maybe 2 or 3 songs that they can vibe to and be like, yo man, you know, it's fire, you know. So, you know, it's a big win for Gambian music industry, you know. And inshallah on Saturday, you know, Wobakwela inshallah, like what I'm saying will really come to light on Saturday, inshallah.
Hussein, that's really important. Like again, I would say, what's it called again? Thank you to your manager Abu, because I did say this to you on your hot seat, and I have to say it again. Me being a female, a woman coming to the industry, before I had so many stories that a lot of men get intimidated by strong women, and he's one of these people that messaged me and said, "Hey, I know you're working on this and this and this. If you need any help or if you get stuck anywhere, I am here to help you." And to be honest, it added, because me, I'm someone that appreciate the little that people do, even if you don't give me anything. But he offered support to say, "I'm here. You can lean on me or you can run to me." And I said, "Thank you very much for having him." To give me that platform and to encourage me to say, "Hey, I'm here if you need someone." Yeah, definitely. Hussein, we will have to go with the questions. So, guys, you know what? Some of them are watching, and they said they're watching from the village.
Man, that's amazing, man. I have to just say a big shout out to anyone out there that's watching us from afar. Like, it means a lot. Yeah,
Someone
because
said they're watching from South Sudan.
Wow, man, that's great, man. Shout out to all the Gambian music lovers in South Sudan and worldwide. Shout out to all you people, man. Y'all are doing a whole lot. Like, you guys don't know, but you're doing a whole lot, like a whole lot of favors for us. You're putting more lot of gingers in us to do better. Like, so a big shout out to all you guys out there.
So Hussein, we will have to ask questions, 10 questions, and make it easy.
Okay, so I will ask questions, but this question, I know they're familiar with some of them because like I've seen a giveaway lately that I've given them those questions, but like I still ask those same questions. It's still because we just want anybody to win.
Yes.
So I'll start my first question by asking, when did Hussain Dada started music as a career? Not when he started music, but which year did Hussain Dada really started music as a career? Yeah, so that would be my first question.
Guys, now if you answer the first person to answer the question is gonna win the ticket. And numako here. Hamna. Someone said they're watching from Cyprus. Oh, I want to go to Cyprus.
Shout out to you from Cyprus. Shout out to you.
Yeah, someone said 2016.
That's correct.
Oh, who's this? Alaji. Fado, you see? Alaji won. So guys, come to Malenko here.
Somebody said 2009. Wow, 2009. Come on, bro. That's...
He just said it. And you said it when we were having a conversation,
Yeah.
You said 2016.
Yeah,
guys,
exactly. Yeah, I really answered that.
Hussein, you know why I like you lot asking questions about yourself, because I just feel like many of us follows you guys, but we don't know you lot.
No, that's true.
Yeah, that's definitely. So guys, someone answered the question.
Did you catch the first guy that answered?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so we move to the next one, right? All right, so this next question will be, who was the first artist featured by Hussain Dada in 2016? Who was the first artist featured by Hussain Dada in 2016?
Who was the first artist that featured Hussain in 2016?
Yeah, who's Hussain Dada featured?
Like, who you featured?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but my mangeton affairsi. Can Hussain feature in 2016?
Somebody said Nuzul.
I'm not even seeing that. I'm not seeing that.
Somebody said Attack. Man, this answers are lit. Somebody said ST. Come on. Somebody said Mass.
Seeing all of that you're seeing.
Fatima
so whoever
said
wins.
That's the correct answer, but she didn't name the full name. But Mass is the correct answer. But
so who is that? Is that a woman? We give it to her if it's a woman.
Yeah, Fatima. Yeah.
Fatima. Okay, what's the surname?
Let me see.
Because I'm not seeing
Fatima Saidi Fati.
Fatima Saidi Fati.
Yeah. Fatima Saidi Fati, yeah.
If it's a woman, me, I'm Durwa de la Femme. I give women.
Yeah, I know you was gonna give it to a female anyway.
Hussein, you see, now you've been following this, you've been supporting and following this platform, so you know. Durwa de la Femme. Fatima Saidi, yeah?
Fatima Saidi Fati.
Okay, Saidi Fati.
Yeah, Saidi Fati.
Fatima Borom Jekarla. Huh?
But
right.
So yeah, that's the second question.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you, Fatima. And congratulations to the first guy as well.
I
So
like
now we move to the third
that
question.
one.
Third question is, how many albums does Hussain Dada have on his name? Like, how many albums, like, does this man have on his name right now, currently? How many albums?
That is so easy that I can answer myself.
Yeah, even exactly. And I just said it, like just a while ago. Okay, somebody said 3. I think that's Karamo Jaune.
How comes I'm not even seeing all of this?
Oh, you're not seeing it?
No, I'm not seeing the comments.
I'm seeing them.
I'm seeing some, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, it came late. I just saw it.
Okay, Karamo Jaune, he answered that first.
This guy who's a numle na me ticket. Why who's a ba? Man su ko man la tay fi. Di ngeen dem ngeen saaj ba torox ngeen ñëwaat. Man, akama sohor.
So congratulations to Karamo Jaune.
Hussein, now we go to number 4.
Okay, so number 4, a whole lot of people are gonna miss this one because the name they're gonna mention is not actually the name it is. So like I would act like the 4th question would be, what's the full name of my wife? And when I say full name, I don't want anybody putting Kombe in it because Kombe is not part of it. Let me just make that clear from now. You know, Kombe should not be part of that name at all. Like, what is a full name without no Kombe?
Government name, the government name of his wife.
Exactly, the government name.
Why? Hale bu góor bii nii kii moo nobaate kii mu ne moom du dem te la teew mbiri jabaram. No love. Gaaw leen.
Let me try. Or somebody said somebody said Aisatu. Name.
Karamo said Aisatu. Karamo, you're not winning any more tickets.
No, but Aisatu is not a full name. Like, you have to say the name and the surname. Like
the name and the surname. Someone said Aisatu Jase.
Oh, somebody said Binta Jasi. Come on, man. Mari Jasi. Yeah. Yeah. Binta Jasi.
Someone said Kumba.
I'm seeing all kind of names in here. Like,
someone said Fatumata Binta Jasi.
Somebody said Jasi Kudaka Furi. Jasi Kundanga Furi Binta Jasi. Bro, like, this should be easiest. Like, what?
Hey, someone said they mentioned it. Someone said Aisatu Jasi. Aisatu, no.
Oh, okay. The person that said Aisatu Jasi is correct.
Yeah, Aisatu Jasi.
If there is anybody that has mentioned,
it's Aji. Aji, my namesake. Aji said Aji Sala.
Okay, so Aji Sala is the winner of that. Oh my God, come on, man.
Nawek!
Come on, man.
And
Hold on a second.
Aisatu, Aji, ana Aji, suma toma. Well, at least take to the Aji winner. Yet at least what I'm gonna have Kombe is Aisatu Kombe. Because my niece's name is Aisatu. So she is Aisatu Kombe. So Suwahe Aisatu. Suwahe Kombe is out of it. It's common sense to take Kombe.
Exactly.
Aisatu.
So you should just know that you need to put 2 and 2 together and know it's just.
Mana, small brain, but they down 360. He's always says, don't let the question need. We not 3 tickets, really. Fuck.
But you know, one person, it would be unfair for one person to win that much tickets, so.
That's what I told what's it called again? Karamo. I said you're not winning any more tickets. Why? Aji, I'm big fan who said that Aji win. Aji, I'm so happy that you won because since life become as a young feed the support who said, so I'm so happy. The nyari jigen win then jamangi happy we muga de man mom. I'm not boys then Aji dunyola de support then we fight. Who said it's Sophia's pattern. Nawek has done it again. Wow, Nawek select the card.
Okay, I think we're back.
Guy, you what then? Nawek, you what then? Then don't test me. Who said right? Where is Dada? I can't see you. Nawek more.
Okay.
Who said? I'm so happy that Aji won because she's been here interacting with you since the beginning, and she said she's
the one that said I really thief her because somebody was like, I'm not being fair to them.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry if that's you. I'm really sorry though.
Yeah, Aji's been here from the
Okay.
beginning, and she's a big fan.
Was
Yeah.
that the fourth question or the third one? Fourth one, right?
That's the fourth one.
Yeah. So like the fifth question will be, how many songs were on my first album? How many songs did I have on my first album? I want to keep them very simple, like very, very simple questions, very, very simple ones.
How many
How many
songs?
tracks was on the Bad Boy Dada album? How many songs?
This ga Bad Boy Dada's album, the nyata songs nyo fa neka, nyata
Exactly,
tracks.
easy.
Yeah?
Okay, somebody said Fulani Hero Jalo said 12. That's the correct answer. And I
Ah,
believe
why you see? That's why I wrote the other day. I said, go on YouTube, start following Hussein, subscribe, because album yep den fa de neka. Dem len si page.
exactly. So
Yeah?
Fulani Hero Jalo, like that's the winner of that one.
Hussein, you know what? I'm so happy that you've got like keen followers, because this lot, they don't hesitate to answer the questions. Like they already answer.
They just come bam bam.
Yep. So we're at number 6.
Okay, so this one I will have to think, because like now I want to make the questions a little bit difficult. Okay, now let me say, what's the name of the record label Hussein Dada was signed to as the sixth question?
The record label.
Yeah, what's the name of the record label I was signed to? Like I was first signed to, or I was only signed to, because that's the only record label that I was ever signed to anywhere.
You know what? I never knew that you were even signed under any record label.
Yeah, before, but now I'm working solo.
You see? Yeah, but now I get to know, and somebody else that didn't know, we get to know. Someone say Runaway.
Runaway? Nah, it's not Runaway.
Okay,
if it's Runaway, that's missing. But Runway is the name. Runway. So if you say Runaway,
no, they said Runway. Sorry, I said it wrong. It said Runway.
Okay.
Runway,
Then that's the
Runway.
correct. I'm not even seeing that here, but that's the correct.
More lamin more. Say Runway.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I seen it.
Uzi, I told you, you can't beat this law. You can't answer a difficult question. Trust me.
No. But they really like they're following up 100%.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yeah, I believe they're just gonna answer everything like they're drinking water or something.
It saves us time, anyways. So, guys, congrats to all of you lot. Congrats to Fulani Hero Jalo. Congrats to.
So was that question number 6 or 7?
It's 6. So now we're moving to 7.
7. Okay. 7. Huh? Oh man, come on, man.
Who's confused? They get go for answer.
Oh man, come on, yeah, man. They cannot even give me the think, man. Before. Okay. On the international local album, how many artists were featured on the international local album? How many artists were featured? What's local album?
Sorry, guys. So can you repeat that again? Because
I said on the international local album, how many artists were featured on the international local album? As my 7th question. Okay, Aliu Jalo said 7. Aliu Jalo, that's correct. It's 7
I told
artists.
you, there is nothing that will be difficult.
Come on,
here.
man. That was too quick, man. Come on.
You know what? I pre-warned them too to say, go and follow Hussein and do your studies. Then case study.
Okay. Now you are talking. Now you are talking.
So now we're at number 8.
Right. Okay, we're at question number 8. Okay, so question number 8 will be, how many songs were on the Chosen One album? You know, we've talked about the Bad Boy Dada album. How many songs were on the Chosen One album? And I said it like I said it like just not long ago.
Someone said 5.
No, incorrect.
Someone said 5 again.
Incorrect.
Someone said 4.
Incorrect.
Someone said 5.
Okay, ML Henry Camara said 8. That's correct.
I didn't even say that yet. Maybe it will come up.
ML Henry Camara. I think that's the first guy to say 8.
And I'm glad he won, you know, because he's been supporting Aji's Corner. To be honest.
So shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. You know, he's the winner of that one. So we move to question number 9, right?
Yeah.
So now y'all are left with 2 more questions.
2 more questions, too.
What's this one gonna be?
Pamara, I'm good. You?
Why not, Aji? You pick up this. You pick this one for me.
Okay. Now I'm gonna make this one a little bit difficult. So, guys, this question I'm gonna ask. It might be simple, but I'd want you guys to work. which date did Hussein come to the hot seat?
Hey, even I myself don't know that one. I don't- you know, for you to make it easy, yeah, say the month and then leave them to deal with the date.
Now you not have to come and tell me the date and the month. Day be a month be that Hussein came to the hot seat.
Come on, man. Somebody said 24th October. Somebody said 2016. Hey, come on, man. That was...
And the funny thing is, I myself, I don't know. So let me start.
so how is anybody gonna win that?
Why? No, you know what? I've got the dates on my phone. This one that I'm using. So I don't even know. Hold on, let me use another one to check. Hey, Najila, and this lot, they're so quick. They will go and check. Fuck. Harlem, Dayland.
Wow. Okay, you have the date with you, so you will know easily.
No, I have the date with me, but on this phone.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's easy to know. So wait. Hey, William Ross. Laila, why did I even ask this question? Because now I myself, I have to go and walk.
Exactly.
Hussein. Where is Hussein? Hussein. Ali this year. Ah! Hey. Hussein, can you remember?
I cannot even think about the month.
Okay, it is here. Now I know the date. Okay.
So let's go to the answers and see. This one is like they're not even trying on this.
Okan first answered. He said 24th of August. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's correct.
Yeah, 24th of August.
Come on, man, better. How comes? Bro, you talking about me having followers that are really keen followers. You have followers that are taking notes of everything down.
Because they're obsessed with the hot seat. To be honest, they love the show.
Wow. Man, this one, that guy, he deserves 2 tickets, man. I'm blown. Like I cannot even think about how this guy really came up with this idea.
Imagine they have to go and scroll down the page and check.
Wow, it was so fast though. But that guy, man, props to you, man. Shout out.
But to be honest, Okan is a keen follower of Aji's Corner. Even when I was giving free tickets of the people that I noticed that they support me.
Oh, you always okay.
Yeah, he was the one that he was the one that I gave the ticket. So he is a
no wonder his name is Popcorn, man. That boy fast, man. Huh?
So Hussein, we have last question.
Yeah. So this last question, I'm thinking. What?
When did his get last time?
Come on, man.
When did you what?
Come on, man.
When did you get married? Is that what she said?
Nah. But okay, now you know what I'm gonna do, yeah? I'm gonna say when did I get married, but I'm gonna say the month and then allow them to deal with the date. I think that's fair enough. So like, I got married on August 2022. What date was it? What was the date like in August 2022? What was the date?
You will see people writing from 1 to 30.
Exactly. Now we'll have to deal with 1 to 30 or 31st or something.
Someone said 22nd, Fulani.
Wrong.
He can't even win another ticket. He already won.
Okay. So that's him just trying to be, he's trying to get a ticket for like his girlfriend.
Who said? Aji said, man, scroll na beso na jisuma. That's the hot seat question.
19.
19th of August. Yeah, these people.
16. Incorrect. 22nd. Incorrect.
Let me choose my lucky number. 9.
Incorrect. 9. Incorrect.
5.
18. Wow, Modu Job.
Modu Job
got it correct.
Okay.
18th August. That was the date. So shout out to you, Modu Job. And I believe all the 10 tickets are gone. So a big congratulations to all you winners. Like, y'all deserve it. Y'all been here with us from the starting. Y'all been with Aji, on every hot seat.
Yeah.
So, y'all deserve more than this, to be honest. But yeah, a big shout out to Aji too. All the shows, past events that we've been seeing. Aji's been coming here with the artists. giving out free tickets. You know, not everybody doing that. So, you know, I just, like I said and always say, you know, this is for Gambia. You know, so let not one individual or one negativity, you know, bring your spirit down. Always keep your spirit up. You know, keep doing what you're doing. You know, because you connect the artist with a whole lot of people in a very nice and interesting way. You know, not everybody can do that. So, you know, just keep doing you. This platform is for Gambia. We're gonna keep supporting. We're gonna keep pushing it. You know, like 100%.
Hussein, thank you very much. You also said something really important that I was forgot to mention that. Well, if it's Hussein or somebody else that came and said, or many people that says negative stuff, then you know there's an issue. And to be honest, a part of it when I was called out, my partner said, you know what? My partner said, if it was this artist and this artist and this artist, he mentioned artists and said they came out to call you out, I would say there's an issue, because I know that those are people with correct minds not to call out someone that haven't done wrong. But then is another side of it, then everything is all right. So which of course, like you said, if there's so much negativity, then then there is a problem. So definitely, I would say again, when there is no artist that withdrew and said, hey, I don't want to go there anymore, I knew this is power and there is something that this is bringing up. And I would say to every other Gambian artist, the ones that have passed through, the ones that haven't yet, and the ones that are waiting to be contacted, I would just say thank you very much to you, Hussein, wifey, for letting you come here to do this with me, your management team, everyone on your team, and to your fans to say thank you very much. Because the truth is, when you come, you come with your fans, and they come along, they tag along to support you. And I want to say to the followers and fans of Addis Corners who also support, that's why I like to give the giveaway, Hussein, because I feel like they put a lot of energy to come online. Some of them are even saying, I'm in the village, my credit is running out. So those deserve,
but they still want to be part of it, you know. That's something very beautiful, you know.
So
it
I think
shows that, like, you know, like these people are getting connected with the artist through you. It doesn't matter whether their credits are running out. They just want to be here till the very last moment. So that's, I just wish at some point this will get bigger, like, and bigger and bigger for you, because you deserve it. At the end of the day, you're doing a very great job.
And Hussein, to be honest, like, I just feel like they deserve to be seeing you lot here and see you perform on stage, because some of them, their dream is to see Hussein perform on stage. And some of them, you understand that they want the tickets, but they can't afford it. And some of them can afford it, but you know, Gambians, so like, easy, be free, be some morning again, I'll them. And some of them would appreciate that they want it from this show to say, well, proudly,
even though they have the money to pay, but they want for people to know that, like, they support you to a point that they will even join a giveaway to show you how much they know about you, not just the music, but they know they can win questions, your career, they've been through the journey. So that's one beautiful thing about this whole thing we're doing right now.
And Hussein, again, thank you very much. I know you are tired
so much,
taking your
for having me. And thanks for your time, and thanks to all the fans. See you all on Saturday at QCT, inshallah. Thank you so much, Aji. Have a blessed night.
You too, guys. Like I said, let me call the names of the people that won again. Alaji Ture, Fatmata Sedi, Fati, Karamo Jaune, Aji Salam, Fulani Hiro Jalo, Maud Lamin Mo, Aliu Jalo, Henry, ML Henry, Okan, and Maud Job. Please, balal len ma ngeen inbox ma on Addis Corner. So le ma send message, man dina len jox contact number ko xamne mom ngeen contact, ngeen call ko Gambia, ngeen meet ko. Okan, you know how it works. So anyways, I don't need to explain that to you, but to the rest of the people, simply send a message. Yen mi nga xamne tay ngeen win ticket, to be able to get your ticket, send a message. And you need to know because sometimes people tell me they have difficulties for message. If you have a difficulties for message, because some of them, if you don't follow the page or like local, I don't think you can message me. So get to me, message me, majohla a contact number, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for supporting me. I am doing this, Hussein is doing this, because take notice na yen yep dengan you they support in whatever we do. So it's a way of giving back to you guys, to say we appreciate you guys, we acknowledge your support, and we want you to go out and support. Hey, Samdila, December 9. Hussein deserve every Gambian to support him. Mangi tag page and be click on the blue highlight. Go and follow on his page. To be honest, I'm a bit sick, but I'm sitting here. Hussein has been busy. He said it. He haven't slept for days, but he came here to start here to do this with you guys. The little you can do, click on his page, follow him. Demal Instagram, check on Hussein Dada. Demal YouTube. Mungi drop a new song today. Level is dropped today. Go and watch, share. We can do Munilena job much, but we can support. And if you ask me how you can support, is to follow this artist, follow what they do, support, share, like, be there. Yeah, kumunta dem sax te nga win ticket bi jox ko a family member to go because it will add on to the show. I will love you guys and leave you guys. Tomorrow nak duma fi neka, but Thursday is the hot seat. Follow, support. I love you guys. Kiss, kiss. Good night. Mwah.